The Xian H is a license-built version of the Soviet Tupolev Tu-16 twin-engine jet bomber. Built for China's People's Liberation Army Air Force. Delivery of the Tu-16 to China began in 1958. And a license production agreement with the USSR was signed in the late 1950s. Xian Aircraft Industrial Corporation manufactured aircraft at Xian as the H-6. The first flew in 1959. By November 2020, the PLAAF had as many as 231. The latest version is the H-6N, a heavily redesigned version capable of aerial refueling and carrying air-launched cruise missiles. According to United States Department of Defense, this will give the PLAAF a long-range standoff offensive air capability with precision-guided munitions. The first domestically produced H-6 was completed in 1968 and evidence of bombing training was recorded by U.S. spy satellites on August 13, 1971. By March of the following year, the Kia estimated that the PRC had 32 aircraft operational with an additional 19 awaiting completion. The H-6 was used to drop 9 nuclear devices at the Lop Noor test site. However, with the increased development in ballistic missile technology, the nuclear delivery capabilities that the H-6 offered diminished in importance. The Kia estimated in 1976 that the H-6 had moved over to a dual nuclear conventional bombing role. Early variants of the original H-6A conventional free-fall bomber, later built, included the H-6A nuclear bomber and H-6B reconnaissance variant. Two subsequent variants had improved countermeasures. The H-6C carrier and the HY-6 series were mud-air refueling tankers. The H-6D was introduced in the early 1980s. To carry the C-601 anti-shipping missile were installed on the early models of the H-6. The H-6 has also been used as a tanker and drone launcher. Later H-6 production featured extended curved wingtips. Many H-6A and H-6C aircraft were updated in the 1990s and merged into the H-6F designation. The main improvement was a modern navigation system, with a GPS satellite constellation receiver, Doppler navigation radar, and inertial navigation system. New variants were produced in the 1990s. The H-6G was a control platform for ground-launched cruise missiles, and the H-6H could carry 2 land attack cruise missiles. In terms of the missiles carried, 5 immediate possibilities were considered by PLAAF. The indigenous HN-1, HN-2, HN-3, DH-10, CJ-10, and a variant of a Russian-designed cruise missile. The CJ-10 was apparently chosen as the main missile carried by the H-6H. Subsequently, the H-6M cruise missile carrier was also introduced, with 4 pylons for improved cruise missiles and a terrain-following navigation system. Apparently these variants did not include internal weapons bays, and the designs also omitted most or all of the previous defensive gun turrets. The H-6K, first flying on January 5, 2007, entered service in October 2009 during the celebrations of the 60th anniversary of the People's Republic of China, and is claimed to make China the 4th country with a strategic bomber after US, Russia and the United Kingdom, with a reinforced structure making use of composite materials. Enlarged engine inlets for Russian Soloviev D-30 turbofan engines giving a claimed combat radius of 3,500 kilometers. A glass cockpit with large-size LCD multifunction display. And a reworked nose section eliminating the glazed navigator's station in favor of a more powerful radar. The H-6K is a significantly more modern aircraft than earlier versions. 6 underwing hardpoints for CJ-10A cruise missiles are added. The rear 23mm guns and gunner position are replaced by electronic components. The H-6K is designed for long-range attacks and standoff attacks. It is capable of attacking U.S. carrier battle groups and priority targets in Asia. This aircraft has nuclear strike capability. While previous models had limited missile capacity, the H-6K can carry up to 6 YJ-12 and 6 to 7 ALCMs. A single regiment of 18 H-6 kiloseconds fully loaded out with Yuh-12s can saturate enemy ships with over 100 supersonic missiles. Although the aircraft has a new nose radome housing a modern air-to-ground radar, it is not clear if the bomber or other Chinese assets yet have the capability to collect accurate targeting information for successful strikes against point targets in areas beyond the first island chain. An electro-optical targeting system is fitted under the nose. In January 2009, it was reported that an indigenous turbofan engine, the WS-18, was under development for use in the H-6K. In 2015, about 15 H-6 kiloseconds were in service. A H-6K fitted with a refueling probe may have first flown in December 2016. Besides extending range, a possible mission for the variant may be to launch satellites or ballistic missiles. Defense Intelligence Agency Chief Ashley confirmed that China is developing 2 new air-launched ballistic missiles, one of which can carry a nuclear warhead. The H-6K would be suited to launch such missiles. In January 2019, Nori,